If you're comfortable doing meditations and emotional work exercises to release blocks around money, release resistance, but you don't ever start a website, you don't learn how to sell, you don't take practical marketing steps, you might be hiding behind emotional work. If you're doing a lot of visualizing and releasing around, I want to have a partner, I want to have a connection, I want to have more friends, but you don't do the difficult practice at times of like, I have to learn how to speak to people in public and be more open and connect, you might be hiding behind the emotional work. Right? With everything, I would say in life, in my experience, there is a certain percentage that comes down to what's my inner world and then what steps need to actually be taken. So, especially for my fellow, coaches, facilitators, there is no amount of tapping and discovering, ancestral past life, whatever, how much you want to go into traumas and resistances. No amount of clearing that will build you a website, will teach you how to build some kind of funnel or teach you how to attract clients. If you're completely stuck and blocked, like you're doing those things, you're learning it, you're taking the courses, and you're finding things that you bump up against, then yeah, we use our tools for that, right? But there is a subtle place where we just keep thinking we just need to find more stuff. Right? The way that conversation might look is it's, someone really needs something practical in their business. They need to have a website at all, or they need to go out and find some places in the community where they can present their work or find a way to show the world, this is what I do, this is what I have to offer. And there's like practical steps to be done. And it's just like, well, no, I need to release my resistance to abundance, right? When you hear that language, there's some hiding going on. So it's something to really be careful with. Something you one of the tools I would say that I find useful is, as best you can, in an objective way, take a look at your percentages of time and energy spent, right? So if you have a particular goal in your life, to be a fitness goal, for example, what percentage of the time do you spend just doing the emotional work, looking for blocks to clear and resistance? And what percentage are you actually exercising, learning about what food your body responds to and different, plans of action and taking that action, right? If it's business stuff, are you actually learning how to write emails and copy? And, like below this video, there's an ebook you can download. I recommend downloading it, right? Checking it out, taking a look. That will put you on my email list. Then I send emails about what I'm up to. Like, I had to do all that. It's not all fun. It's not always interesting, right? I would much prefer people just magically appeared and I could just tap with them and we would just do these cool retreats and workshops together. But reality is I have to do things like make these videos, which I do enjoy, but I don't enjoy all parts of it, right? But it is part of the deal. If I was just trying to tap away my resistance, you wouldn't be watching this because I wouldn't have any content and you wouldn't have any way of contacting me if you wanted to work further. And this was not natural for me. Right? This is not something I'm necessarily comfortable doing. So the emotional work helped with that. But like all things, you have to take that first step of doing the concrete behavior. And then if you get super triggered, great. You're in the minority, and I hope it becomes the majority who has access and knowledge of tools like tapping, where you can then work through it because you have a real charge based on a real action you took. So I think it's a useful discussion. It can be a subtle hiding place to be hiding behind emotional work because it's such a great thing to be doing, but it can be a sticking point. So questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.